Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing some walkthrough solves for you today. The scrambles should be in the description as long as I don't forget to save them. Just another note, I only solve cross on white and yellow, so I will only check those cross colors. And the biggest factor in choosing which color I do is how quickly I can execute the cross. And if they're basically the same, then I go to and look at first pair. So here, the cross is much better, and the first pair is much easier to see on white. So I have white green right here, so I have white blue right here. So I can just do an L prime to line it up, and then if I do D prime R2, I have the white orange in, and then the way I would do this, so I'm looking at this pair right here. So rather than doing an L2, which after I do a D2 would set this and this up a little bit weird, I would rather just do a UL so that it's a 3-move insert. And then just insert that into the back, and then I see this pair here, and I also see this pair on the side, but I know that this edge wouldn't go anywhere. But okay, let me try to explain this a bit better. So if I do this pair, this corner is going to get flipped, and this is the best orientation for the corner when you have it in the spot. But when you have the edge in the spot but it's flipped, this is the best position that the corner can be in. So I would just solve it like that, and then I would do these two, and then I would have these as a 3-move insert, and then I could do like OLLCP or something, and then U prime. All right, next scramble. Okay, yellow actually looks really good here already. Just gonna check white. Yeah, yellow is still good. So for first pair, I would probably go for this pair here. So first I have this red right here. So then I would put in the yellow-blue edge right here. It was with R prime F. So these two are both opposite. And then all I have to do is D2, and then you put in orange, and then you put in the green, and then this is just triple sexy. And as I'm doing that, I saw these, and now I see this, and I also see that I'm gonna have to rotate to do it. So I rotate, and then I see this is gonna actually pair up. So I just insert into the back, and then I have OLL, and A perm is my PLL. Next scramble. Okay. Oh, yellow's pretty nice. Okay. So I have an X cross kind of deal here. So these two are correctly placed in relation to each other. So if I do an L prime to pull this up, I can then do D prime. What was I looking at? I saw something. Oh, yeah. D prime. And then if I do U prime L, I just form this pair here. Then if I do D prime U prime R prime, this is an X cross. So from here, I'd probably just go straight into this pair, and then I see this pair right here, and oh, never mind. I just insert like that, and then to skip OLL here, solve it like that, and then you have an E perm. So, not really liking any of these crosses here, but I just go for white because a lot of it can be done in the front. So I'd solve these first, and then I'd solve this as I solve the red. So first I'd solve green, and then that puts these two. So I can solve it like F2, then L, F. And I was tracking this pair, well, I was looking at this pair during inspection. So now I'll just do D prime, R prime, D2. To finish my cross, and this pair right here that I was talking about. And I accidentally paired this up, so here I would actually not sledgehammer it in, just because then I have to rotate for both of these last pairs, whereas if I insert, I don't have to rotate at all. So then I'd go for this pair, and this pair is already made, but if I insert it like this, it won't mess it up. And then from here, both of the OLLs I know for that case will give me an adjacent swap. Oh, next scramble. Okay, so from here, this is actually really good. I'm not even going to check yellow. So my first, I put in this blue, and then I do F2L, and it solves these two. So then if I slide this over here, I have white, red, and then I have this bar here. So I can just put that in, and then I just do a D for now, but I take note of this. So now I insert this into the back. And now to solve this pair, I can do fat U prime, which is kind of like the keyhole setup. Insert the edge and then slice back. So now I have this pair right here. And if I sledgehammer, when I rotate, I actually get an OLL skip. And then I just have a Z perm. Okay. Neither of these crosses are all that great, but I just go for yellow here, just because I actually end up doing yellow quite often, because I'll inspect white and then I'll inspect yellow. Oh, I'll inspect white and then I'll inspect yellow, and then just because yellow is the most recent thing I've seen, I just end up doing yellow. Anyways, but here I think yellow is actually a bit better. So I can solve this yellow-green with this yellow-orange by just doing that. And then I just have to do F2 R prime, and that sets up these three. Now if I do F, D prime, R prime, that finishes up my cross. And then I see this pair. And then I can go straight into this pair. And now, although this is a 3-move insert, I don't like rotating, especially when I'm just going to have to rotate to finish up this pair. So I'd rather just finish up this pair, and then it's just like 3 extra moves to finish that. And now here, so the way I recognize a lot of these things is just guesswork. So if I ever see that I have these two are the same color for this OLLCP, I always just solve it in the back, because then I'm guaranteed a U-perm or a PLL skip. So then I just have a U-perm. But looking at that slowly, I knew it wouldn't be a PLL skip. But in a speed solve, I would just do that to avoid the Z-perms. White wasn't bad. Yellow's not bad either, but I think white's a little bit better, to be honest. Okay, my first pair is going to be these two. So I can solve this doing R2, F, L, and then if I do, what's that, a B prime, then I just do D prime, R, D. And that did not end up where I expected it to be, but that happens sometimes, so I'll just go for this pair. And then from here, I'd probably do D prime, like to solve this pair, and also bring this up into the upper layer. I could do it like this, and then I just inserted the edge, so I can actually rotate and do some super fancy stuff here. If I do that, I can set up this pair as I insert this corner. So what I did earlier was I inserted this corner, or this edge, into this back slot here, right? So if I rotate, as I put in, I can do this D prime to, this is where this corner should be, right? Over here. So if I do a D prime, I can insert this into that slot, and as I do that, I'm actually setting up this with this. Okay? And then just slice it back, and then insert, OLL, and then I have a PLL as the G perm, or a G perm, or several. Okay, I think I'll do this. This will be the last one. I don't see any good X-cross solution for this. Otherwise, I would go for it. Let me spend a little bit more time trying to find a good one. No, yeah, there's nothing really that great. I just go for yellow here. Honestly, this isn't all that great. So I'd solve yellow-green and yellow-blue, like that. Now I have yellow-orange and yellow-red. So I just do this to set them up so that they're opposite each other, and then just solve like that. And then I saw this pair first, and then it has to go into the back. And I just saw that this pair is made already. Insert. And then I have this pair right here, these two. And that actually has these set up pretty nicely. And then I can do an OLCP, H-perm. So, yep. Those are the 8 example solves for today. If you have any other video ideas, I'd love to do them. It's hard for me to come up with video ideas because I'm not really used to making content on YouTube. But I'd love to make content for you guys. I just don't have any ideas. So if you have any other tutorial ideas, I'm working on a one-handed turning video. I started it and then I stopped it, and I started it and I stopped it. So that should come out soon. I'll probably work on that Friday night actually. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and see you guys next time. Bye.